Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft. It's been a little bit of time since I last said that, but I've been super busy on the server. I've spent a lot of time on here, mainly AFKing over here at our raid farm to get emeralds, and I've been doing other odds and sods on the server as well, tidying up inventories, moving items around, and doing little jobs like getting mending on all of this stuff. So this is our armor that we wear when we're inside the farm. I also made a little improvement as well. This lever was never here. I don't know how I managed to miss it, but it keeps you locked inside of the farm, because occasionally you can kind of get pushed across a block. So that means my AFKing here has been slightly more efficient, producing a few more emeralds. Instead of recording this episode of Hermitcraft, I took a little bit of time off in the week to go and check out some of my old worlds that I used to play on, and then I ended up making a really cool video that's like a retrospective look at how the game has evolved and how my playing style has evolved as well over the years. You should totally go check that video out. Obviously, card on the screen and link in the description box if it interests you. But anyway, the reason I've spent so much time AFKing is because our emerald store is a complete and utter success. Check this out. We sold out. So I put all of these diamonds into this one dropper. I stocked it all up again, and then I log on today to play, and look at this. It's all sold out once again. We are raking in the diamonds, my friend. This is an absolute success. I don't know who's buying all of these, but I can do it over and over again, and we can certainly rake in lots and lots of diamonds. How many are we going to get in total here? Is that all of them? That's all of them right there. 3 stacks. That's incredible. And doing a little bit of math, I've just learned that brings us up to 2,780 for the season. Wonderful stuff. The first thing we're going to do with these diamonds is reinvest in our obsidian shop over here. Or should I say diamond shop? I mean, you buy diamonds for obsidian. And we've had an avid customer in Joe Hills who frequently comes over here to get his hands on some obsidian by mining the diamonds. And he asked if I was going to up the price in here. And do you know what? I am, but only for these stacks right here. So there's another 18 stacks that will now get you 4 diamonds for the obsidian, and that's because I have plans to make an obsidian farm that will probably provide us with all of this over here. So that will do for now, I believe. Now we have more profits to collect because I believe we have made some sales over here at Idea. Oh, and speaking of things I've been doing in between episodes, I put down this lectern with a book inside of it. And so for any customer walking up here, they can actually see a list of what's on sale in each of the rooms. So it might be a little bit confusing and overwhelming. Oh, and this, yes, Cleo informed me of this morning. She's finished the diorama in here. I asked her for a couple of karate figures fighting, and we've got that. We've got Corrales and myself going ham, going at it. And I think B-Dubs is like the referee in this match. Oh, that's so cool. That's absolutely beautiful. I love it. I think what I need to do here is put comparators behind these shulker boxes because this wouldn't output a full signal, right? That'd be a really good way to check. Just have a little look at the redstone situation behind, right? So there's our first 2 diamonds. That being said, there probably isn't any room back here. Oh yeah, look at that. There's no room to do any redstoning. Alright, we've sold some item frames. We've also sold a stack of leather. And the other thing that we've been selling is flowers. Someone has come over here and brought a variety of these. And then over here we've sold some banners as well, but our payment has been left in an item frame in the form of a diamond block because, yeah, there isn't actually anywhere to put your payment as you can sort of buy less than a full stack, right? Whereas with the other shops, you buy something, take it out, and there's room for your diamond. Okay, an additional barrel in the ground will solve that problem. So our first idea profits, 3 diamond blocks in total, perfect to divide among the 3 of us. I now feel like we need a backroom area, like an office, you know, somewhere to do administrative stuff, and these diamonds would be perfect to be dropped off there. Anyway, while I'm in the area, I am reminded that I did a little farm over here, just a very simple setup to take advantage of the fact that we have illagers nearby. If ever you need some XP, then you can kind of stand in this area and they get lured into this trap. Now, I don't know why this one doesn't want to walk towards me, but you can see the other one's fallen down there. And so maybe you just need a tiny bit of XP to repair your wings, which is kind of what I need right now. You can just walk down here, whack them, and get a little bit of XP. And that is now precisely what I've done, almost. You know, I haven't repaired it fully, but that'll do. There is obviously also a cow over here that I wrangled up, and a bucket of milk in case you get the bad omen effect. Now, I don't know which specific hermits were customers over at the Idea Shop, but I caught the end of a Joe Hills live stream where he took on Cubfan's challenge over here, Dash for Cash, and I was going to give this a go and run the Ravagers Run Gauntlet while the Game of Demise was on, but as you can see here, Joe Hills won because he had the ingenious idea of using an invisibility potion, which meant that the Ravagers couldn't see Joe, and it wasn't against the rules. And so what Cub did over here is he put up a load of diamond blocks as reward for collecting certain blocks from inside Ravager's Run. So all of those diamond blocks are now gone. I was planning on giving it a shot this episode. It was probably more likely that I would have died as I didn't think of using an invisibility potion. Also, what is that star? That's just the beginning of the blimp, right? Like, it just needs to get loaded in as I walk over there. Yeah, okay, that's the blimp. That's the back of the blimp. Okay then, on to the Undying game, formerly known as the No Dying game. We've had our second round of this running for a while, and we haven't had as many participants, only 4. I'm going to put their scores on the screen for you right now. There we go. You can see that Jevin just about edged out Cub with a very close score there. So we built another little memento. This was the one for the first round, and then here we have the one for the second round. Now for the third round, what we're going to do is set up a prize and then charge the hermits to play. So there will be diamonds to be won, but there'll also be an entry fee of 1 diamond per run. And so here it is. It's not the cleanest thing ever, but now there's an iron door, so you need to press the button, and therefore you need to read the signs before you go in. And nothing's changed since the last round. It's now just a competition where hermits can play over and over again to try and perfect the time that they get from this. So there's a spot for them to deposit their diamond. For playing, it's 1 diamond per round. And then this over here is the prize, which I might add to as time goes on. So you can see I've set up a little stand to draw attention to it. And this right here is what can be won. 3 stacks of diamonds and a few extra goodies. So I will be making our fellow hermits aware of the prize and round 3 of Undying. And in the meantime, I want to put in some time over here at Tower Bay, because there is really just a handful of things left to be done, and the whole area would then be finished. So I want to do a couple of those things, one of them being the melon and pumpkin towers. Now, these are not the most interesting farms, okay? They have been built on every single season of Hermitcraft, and I built the pumpkin one earlier in the season, and finally I've gotten around to doing the melon one over here. And now we just need to hook it up to some redstone so that it works automatically. I need to put a block in right there, obviously, but we're literally going to run it around on the floor from both sides, because I don't think we can actually use this space down below. This is the ceiling of the wolf farm that we built. Do you know what? I knew I'd say the wrong word. The fox farm that we built a while ago. Yep, there it is. Okay, so those are slabs. Oh, and now one of them has dropped into there. Immediately I saw it get picked up by the hopper minecart, and I'm reminded of another little project that needs finishing up and tidying. Yeah, this thing is looking pretty rotten. So anyway, the point I was getting at is that we can't really go underground to hide our redstone circuit anywhere, so I might just literally put it out in the open like this, and then use the space here and the space over there where our shulk boxes are to have some sort of redstone clock. But I want to make one that's compact and runs very infrequently. So here in my test world, I've come up with a solution. It's actually just really simple. We're going to use a daylight sensor, which will turn off at nighttime, and then when it turns back on, we can use a sticky piston to create a single pulse. So let's go ahead and simulate that. It's the middle of the night at the moment, but as it turns to morning, we'll create a redstone signal and we can activate all of our pistons. Now when it transitions the other way from day to night, we can simulate that by removing this redstone as if it's been powered off. So it'll only create a signal once through the entire day-night cycle. Now I know some of you are going to point out that the Tower Bay might not be loaded, or that players sleep in the beds. We're not really going to worry about that. We're not too fussed about these farms being activated that frequently. So I started off thinking we were going to put something over here. Then I started to think about integrating it with the wall and maybe having the daylight sensor around here. And then I kind of like nudged my way into the entrance area and put a hole at the very top, and then realized that, you know, we could just put it round the back here, and it just feels so much nicer being in this back area. One thing that we could do though here is put it to nighttime mode, and then I think this block would be downwards more often, but you can see it's up at the moment as well. I think we're just going to have to live with the fact that that's always going to be open, and that's just fine. Also, this has a block above it, yet it's working, right? I assume these things need daylight access? Maybe they don't. And a little bit of experimentation has taught me something. So we've got a tunnel or a corridor right here, and that's manipulating the light level that reaches the daylight sensor, so it doesn't need direct access. So as the light travels closer to it as I break these blocks, the signal gets stronger. So if I press F3 and you were to look at the light level, that's the light level that it's interacting with. I always assumed it was the daylight and that it needed direct access, so I learned something. Hopefully you did as well. Okay, we now get to test these ginormous farms, and I haven't done the melon one before, but I know the one on the other side works. I think the best way to do this is just by putting the redstone back there. And there it is, our melon slices are falling down into the water, fantastic. They will travel through a water stream and into a pipe system that leads into this other building. You can see the items going around here, this is fantastic. So I've actually started decorating the interiors here for the storage room. You can see that I've gone with some nether bricks and some dark oak, and then there are these two big oversized batteries of chests for storing the drops. And this one right here would be for melons, and check that out, they've successfully gone into that chest. That is terrific. And the one at the top here is for pumpkins, and I'm actually not too surprised to see that right there. You see the items flow out of here, and then they should go into the hopper, but if the hopper is full up, then they'll flow over the edge. So that's something that I need to correct. But this essentially goes around the side and into the bunch of the chests down the bottom here, and then from the top it's just the same thing going on again from this pipe, which is significantly higher than that one over there, which is why we have this awkwardly designed room in there. So now we go into the building phase where I want to finish up what I've started in here, and I feel like it's slowly coming together. I want to retain this access up to the top through the middle scaffolding, but I think it needs to start somewhere up top so it's not kind of actually in the middle. So there's going to be like a lot of stairs going around in a circle taking you to different parts of the floor. I think we'll put in a storage system over on this side for the nether wart, and we'll try and keep our brown mushrooms over here as well. And then I also need to work on getting little details in the room because it can be a little bit plain. And one of the things I thought looked really cool were the melons down here. I know they totally don't match the nether brick, but you know, this is where the melons are stored. So I think on the floor above, we're probably going to have a little pile of pumpkins in this corner. So we need some blocks to go behind the pumpkins over there. We need to figure out what blocks make up the ceiling, and I'm actually going to cover the entrance in the middle here because I would have ended up creating this sort of branching out into the middle, and it would have need to have been about 3 wide and then go around in a circle where the scaffolding is. Or maybe I could have made it a little bit slimmer, but it's going to take up like a lot of space in the very middle of the room. I don't feel like that's ever going to be quite nice. So what we'll do is we'll create an entrance somewhere in this space, and then over on the left hand side we'll create another storage area for nether warts, although I think I'm going to flip that so it's not asymmetrical. Okay then, we know this thing in the middle is going to go. Oh yeah, and I guess that's the ceiling design that I've come up with, right? So this is going to go, and that means over on that side there's a way to get up the top, and as I said, move the storage over to that side there, which means I've had to finagle some droppers and hoppers to get the items in the back of them. It looks like a little bit of a mess at the moment, but that's because we're going to furnish this area and hide it all away. So the player will then walk up to this scaffold and make their way up into the farm. So as you can see, the hoppers have just been redirected over to this end, and then they get redirected down into the chests. Now we're going to come back to this project later on in the episode. Right now I'd like to show you some footage from earlier in the day. I had to meet up with the one and only TangoTech and conduct some cheeky business. My friends, I've found a mysterious place on the server. Oh, hi there, Tango.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
You totally weren't in the room and we weren't just chatting for half an hour beforehand.
No, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, this is the boombox, the return of.
It's yeah, no peeking. We're not done yet. It's not done yet. But
spoilers.
It's gonna be amazing.
Okay, looking down
it's
at the ground.
It's going to be amazing. Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Okay. Speaking of returning, this is the first time we've like hung out on a
We've
video.
done anything in like a year. I know. It's a crime. It's a crime.
So my people need to know that you're back. Now they know that. That's brilliant.
I am back. Hello. Yes.
You're making Boombox number 2. Boombox from
Yep.
season 3 was the best mini game ever.
I'm
Okay.
glad that you say that. Yeah.
No, it really was.
It was actually someone mentioned, you said it, I think in a live stream, how much you were looking forward to, or how much you were hoping I would revisit Boombox, and that was a big inspiration. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I'm going to sell you some totems of Undying. How does that sound? You need them for the game, right?
I do. I need a whole bunch. Yeah.
How is the low price of a diamond for a totem? Is that a reasonable price?
1 diamond for 1 totem.
Yeah.
Deal.
Done, right? Okay.
Done. Yeah.
Follow me, my friend.
Okay.
For you, okay, have done a deal with the devil.
Oh no.
You have to buy all of them. Okay.
Okay. How
Okay.
I need?
Well, there's
what's
two
all of them?
barrels, 2 barrels worth.
Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. I said, I don't know about that's a lot. That's a lot.
You just bankrupted yourself.
I did.
Oh.
22 times 27.
I'll let you get your calculator.
Yeah. I might need to do a little mathematician here.
I am
You got an
messing
ender
with you.
chest?
I'm messing with you, my friend. These are free.
Okay. Free?
Yeah.
I'll pay for them.
Yeah. There's one condition. Okay. You can't sell them on, and you can't use them for the Undying game. They're just for Boombox.
Just for Boombox. I
Yeah.
can do that.
I also have a favour to call in as well. Okay.
Well, obviously I owe you one now, so yeah, what do you got?
Okay. So the Demise game.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm calling in this favour. Remember this?
Oh no!
That goes way back.
no!
You'll like this one, okay? Right?
Okay, what do you got?
If you end up on the dying team, you can't come after me. Okay? You're not allowed to trap my base. You're not allowed to target me specifically.
Oh, that's alright. Because you know I would.
I know you would. That's why. That's why I had to call in the favour.
And you know they'd be good too. Alright, fair enough.
Should we do this the dangerous way? Should we have a little bit of fun? This could be really bad.
Of course.
Let's go
of course.
flying. Let's go flying up to the top. And if we're quick, we'll see it come into... Okay, they're coming into existence. They're just popping into existence up here. Oh, the Vex are
at
coming
that.
for me!
Oh my gosh, there's so many!
Oh, there is a lot of Vex, isn't there? Oh my goodness
That's
me!
crazy how many it spawns.
Oh, this was a bad idea then. Look
Yes,
them go!
yes it was. Am I going back to my safety hole now?
I don't know if this area is safe with all the Vex up there.
Oh, look at them all! Wow!
Oh, they're coming down for us, Tango. Oh, we're not safe.
Oh no!
We're
They're
not
everywhere.
safe.
What do we do?
Oh,
there's so many of them.
I think we just gotta kind of like hang out until they despawn.
Okay. Oh, so
this
there's
is
not
really
evokers
bad.
spawning them, right? Those are just spawned intrinsically as... Look at that. This is a mob farm.
Oh my god, there's loads of them in the boats as well.
Look at this.
Fly past the boats. Oh, it's so bad. They're just going to keep making more and more of them while we're in the area.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is absolutely amazing.
This is bonkers, man. Look how many. They're like flies.
Oh, I'm now thinking that capturing a load of evokers and like having them in storage so that they can like summon a load of Vex at once could be like a great mini game mechanic, like the Vex Gauntlet kind of thing. Oh, that's an idea, isn't it?
Does sound like fun.
It does indeed sound like a fantastic idea, and if you like the sound of it, I'm going to put a poll up there. Maybe that'll be a project me and Tango take on after the Demise game, right? And if I forget to put up a poll, just leave a comment down below. Because I quite often forget, you know, I always want to, but then it just slips your mind later on. So I am preparing this area for the brown mushrooms, which apparently have all kind of hidden themselves around that corner. There's like 5 or 6 of them in here. And anyway, what we've got to do next is rip out this scaffolding, because everything else around here is now finished, with the exception to the mess I've made with my shulker boxes, and we've got a little contained path like this leading up. You can see the hopper. Now the problem is, when I break this, it's going to break going all the way up to the very top of the farm, and I'm going to have to replace it all again. I don't think it's more of a headache than that. Why am I... Oh yeah, there's glass there. I couldn't quite see it. So we snap that, and yeah, that's going to be a pain in the butt to replace, but we'll do it. Oh, and mandatory downwards we go. That was very, very fast. What is with these mushrooms? They love to go into the most awkward of spaces. Look, they're all trying to get over there. Oh, what is with them? The last thing I need is some mycelium, and luckily for us there is the Dirty Deed shop, and yes, I know I've torn apart mycelium islands this season. I think I threw all the stuff away because I don't have any to hand. But anyway, it's a diamond a stack, and that's all that I need. And do you know what? While I'm here, I'm going to buy some diamonds from Tango. And it's been a long time since I brought iron. I think I had loads of the stuff, like a whole chest's worth, and slowly, my supply has diminished, so we need more. We can now tear down this temporary defensive measure because the room inside is complete, and I'm really pleased with how this turned out. It's a fantastic little room, and this is what the mycelium was for. Now we've got some carpets and fence posts here so we can jump up onto them and climb over without these cows being able to escape. And I got a shulker box in here to store all the blue orchids because this was actually for creating the saturation base suspicious stew, right? I don't know if we're really going to do anything with that. But there you go, another little project wrapped up, and I've had a very fun time on the server today. And if you enjoyed the episode, then leave a like, because this is where we're wrapping it up. So thanks for watching, peeps, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.